So this is gonna be the official maybe start of a new build. All right guys, just pulled off the lot. I picked up a brand new 2023 Grand Cherokee. This thing has 65 miles on it. And we're gonna be experimenting with it to see if it's even possible to build a 2023 Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Now, as you guys know, in 2021, that was the last year they made the Trackhawks in the old body style. And then when they redesigned it into this new one, I think the biggest motor you can get now is like a 5.7. You can't even get these in a 6.4 anymore. So I got one of these. We got a Trackhawk at the shop. We're gonna put them both on the hoist. We're gonna put them side by side and see if it's even possible to make it happen with a 6.2 liter supercharged 2023 Grand Cherokee. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be difficult to make it happen because everything is different, like the screen, the dash, the cluster, the suspension, the outside of it. So we're gonna see if it's easier to build one off of the 23 or get a Trackhawk like a 2018, 2019 and make it where we take all the parts off of this one and put it on that body style to make it look like the newer one. So we're gonna be messing around with it, see if it's even possible to make it happen. And if it works, it'll be crazy because this has never been done before. The manufacturers are gonna make it and no one's ever even tried to build it. All right, so here's the Trackhawk that we're gonna be using as a reference. We made it to the shop, but the hoist is still being used up. So we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison. Let's open the hood and just look around to look at the strut towers and see if this is even possible to work. I was looking at this earlier.
That's all different.
That's different, right?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's a different steel. That's aluminum.
Oh, that was aluminum?
Yeah, and the entire thing is different. But when I see this looks the same, you see the frame rail?
I can barely see that one. I can see this one.
Yeah, you can see this one, right? Look how it's shaped. Now look at this side.
So you think the frame rail is the same?
Yeah, the frame rail is the same. You can see this side's better. So I'm pretty sure that the K-frame bolts onto the same frame, but the unibody that they changed is different.
So the way the fender lines up and stuff is obviously a little different. Because remember, we're talking, we're like, how about we take the body parts off this
all that off, probably make
put
it
on
work.
that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's aluminum over there. Because when they do it like this, that's aluminum. That's how the Cadillac.
You think so? So what do we got to do? We got to measure the strut tower and compare it to that one
fits, yeah.
to see if the struts line up.
I'm pretty sure the K-frame of that one fits.
But the K-frame on these are aluminum now.
Yeah, right? I know, but the mounting points, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
They look the same?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, I don't know.
We gotta put it on the hoist.
I'm up there and look the same. No, it's a little different. You know what they did over there? They just put a spacer. They rolled it off the spacer right here.
To mount it to the frame rail?
Yeah, you see that spacer down there? You probably have to cut that off.
On this one?
Yeah, if
we're gonna use this one?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
that's the only thing I see up here that's different. Well, I'm pretty sure the doors are the same. Like, see how the shape right there? Same way.
is it?
Same in down right here.
What is that?
See this right here? Like the way it's shaped, and it goes like that.
Okay.
Look at that one. Same way.
How about the back? Because the quarter is different.
Yeah, the quarter should be different.
I'll lock the door. Still looks the same.
No, that one's a little more beefy right here. This is way thinner. So I don't know about the rear doors. But the front doors, I think they just swap them right
Think
over.
so? Because the rear glass is obviously different.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? How about like the mounting points here? We can't see it.
I can't see it, bro. We got it with you.
Then obviously the whole interior is different. The cord sport is different too?
Yeah, way different.
It's all covered up on this one.
Look, see this right here? Look at it. It's welded on and then it's bolted on right here.
You see the connectors for the PCM?
Yeah.
Look at these connectors.
Oh shit.
And then look at this one.
Yeah, those are bigger.
These are way different.
Yeah.
So even if we're trying to use the same, because this comes from the inside of the car, right? One of them?
Yeah.
And one of them was from the engine.
Yeah.
So if anything, we have to rewire it to make it work.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna get that shit to work.
Yeah. How about the stuff up here? Is that the same as that one? Like the battery post and whatnot? No, they got rid of it.
We got a shirt here right there. We could have just stole theirs.
Who's that for?
I don't know. Could have just took theirs for the day.
The whole thing is different. As long as the bigger stuff works. If the engine, the self mounts in.
I'm pretty sure the engine K-frame should work.
So once we put it on the hoist, we'll find out. Then obviously the whole interior is different. We got to see if the, like, see the radio on these, I think the radio is smaller, but the other one, here, I'll show you. The other radio is completely different.
What, SRT or not SRT?
To make the SRT pages work. Look, this is a whole, so this is one piece with the buttons and all. So I'm not sure how we're gonna make this work with the SRT pages. The shifter itself we could wire, so that's not the hard part. But the cluster and whatnot, that's probably gonna be the most difficult thing to do. And then using this dash.
Yeah, it can go 190.
This is not gonna be no regular like 300 charger swap, because most of that stuff was plug and play. With this stuff, it's actually like you're more in depth with it. You got to make everything work like one by one. Let's see, the cluster on this is a whole different shape. This is not digital like how it is on the other one. Let's see this, you can still see the background. So once we put on the hoist, we'll look at the rest of the stuff, and then if everything lines up, then we'll get to work and make it happen. We'll be the first 2023 Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, and then all we got to do after that, once it's started and running, we'll probably work with the company to make like new bumpers for it with the dual exhaust cutouts, just like this. It'll look real good, especially in black. If we get a black one with the blacked out trim, none of this ugly chrome stuff. Man, this will stay good, especially with the new wheels. Get it lowered. This is a huge ass gap over here. I think it'll look real nice. All right, now we're gonna put the new body on the hoist and look under it. Look at the mounted points for the cradles and stuff. What we got?
Way different.
Really?
This entire rear is different.
This is the cradle?
No. I'm saying with the reinforcement you still go on.
Okay.
Oh.
How about the actual cradle though?
Yeah. It's hard to tell. So we lift the other one, maybe check it.
You want to measure this
It
one?
looks different because on this one,
Yeah.
I remember the frame used to actually go down a little bit with the.
With the spring?
Yeah. I still check the other one.
Did it have this one too? The old one?
No, I didn't have that, but I don't care about that. It's all different setups. The sway bar link on the other one was on the cage frame, like right here.
Okay.
This one's up top.
Is it on the frame rail?
And the shock was on this side, not that side, on the new one, the old one. See, the shock is on this controller. It used to be on this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about this up front right here, where the drive shaft is, the transfer case?
See what they did? This is the old frame. They made the spacer to make it work on this one. The old one used to bolt up to here.
Okay.
So I think it'll work on this one. I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, this is the old mounting point. They made it here now. The old one used to mount over here.
So you think the frame itself is the same?
Pretty sure, yeah. Up to like at least half the car, but in the back it's different where the quarter panels
So
are.
this is just a spacer?
Yeah. See, they made it.
Because on the other side, it's not like that.
Yeah, I know. Even the old one's just straight metal to it and had a plate right here.
Oh, okay.
The transmission looks the same.
The way it sits and stuff?
No, the actual transmission. I think it's the same one, the 8-speed or the 9-speed.
8-speed?
Yeah.
Well, I think these are 10-speed though.
Now they're 10-speed?
I think they are.
Oh, it looks exactly like the 8-speed though.
But how about the front cradle though?
Let me look at it from the side of the controller.
It's aluminum now.
The cradle is aluminum. Well, where it mounts. Well, the rail looks exactly the same. They just have that spacer I talked about.
So the rail is the same?
It looks exactly the same. Well, but they added that spacer, they welded it on.
How about the back of it?
Back of it, there you go. Goes right here underneath this car. See it?
You guys see it?
I'm pretty sure it's the same. By the way it mounts.
How about the strut? The strut, the upper control arm. Is it the same setup?
No.
No? What's different?
These are all aluminum. The old one's all steel. I think it's one control on the old one.
Okay.
It's two. They made it like the Chargers.
Should we take some pictures?
The straw looks the same though.
Should we take some pictures?
You want to?
Take it on your phone.
No.
So we compare it to the next one. I mean, I got a video. We could rewatch the video.
Yeah.
But how about here? Look at this tunnel.
Don't worry about the tunnel. It's all
This over
four-wheel
here.
drives. No, that looks exactly the same.
Does it really?
But this is not four-wheel drive though.
Is this?
No, this is a rear-wheel drive.
Is it real?
Oh no, never mind.
it's four-wheel.
Oh, but the axle on the other one goes to on this side. They made it on this side now.
What do you mean?
The axle on the old one
Yeah?
was on this side, the driver's side.
Oh, no way.
They made the transfer case it should go on the right side now.
Well, it's not like they made space for it, right? Like for the actual body?
They made it because the old one, how I said it was just when they put a plate right here.
Yeah.
They made it wider on this side, so I don't know why. Well, the old one, the transfer case used to be that way, swinging that way, now I'm swinging this way.
But the actual, like the bolts are off the old one, they should still work.
Yeah.
You take a picture of this?
I don't know.
Take a picture of that. There's nothing else? How about the actual core support and stuff from under this?
I'm not worried about that. I already know what's different.
Okay.
We have to make this one work no matter what.
Yeah.
Let me take pictures of the rear.
All right, what we got?
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, a lot different.
A lot different.
But how about the monoplate for the cradle in the rear? That's different too?
I think so.
Look at the picture.
That's so. That's the second price. Yeah.
I see this obviously, where the shot goes.
Yeah, I see this. It's one control arm. And it goes to the side.
I'm gonna shut the heater off for a second. But the shock itself, do we look at the shock, how it bolts onto the frame?
Up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one sits way higher. So the thing is, you gotta make that differential actually work. We gotta see if the differential fits on that kicker.
And then use
We
the
gotta use
suspension off the other one?
Yeah, that's suspension.
Actually, no, there's no way
I
they're the
don't know
same.
about the axle, I don't know. But the way the spring goes and all that, this shit won't.
How about the gas tank? The way the gas tank goes over the... Did you look at that?
I'm not worried about the gas tank. If anything, we
You
just
change the
make
fuel pumps?
Yeah. Pretty sure they use the same rings for that stuff. That's all I did. See, these mother points are the same, I think. Yep. They use this one. The other one they use these two, and that's it.
So the mono ports are the same.
Yeah. This one's too tight over here. See, I told you to put this on the driver's side. The four-wheel drive.
But I don't think this affected the actual body.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying
It's
the way
just there.
the differential
Yeah.
fits.
They just changed it from the driver to the passenger.
Yep. Okay, see, this is one big ass control arm.
Yeah.
Shocks are different.
You looking at the front?
Yeah. Yeah, the front, you see this? It's
Yeah.
harder to see on the other one. The front, this K-frame sits a lot lower,
Okay.
and they had a spacer welded here, tack welded or spout welded.
So you think the front cradle will mount?
The front cradle should mount. We just cut that out. If anything, we gotta put a nut in there where they made the spacer. If they didn't use the same one, I gotta check that. But the front should mount no problem.
All right, guys. So we got them both on the hoist. We're able to check out the undercarriage and see what's going on, what's different, what's not. The biggest concern is gonna be the rear suspension with like the rear differential, rear axles, rear shocks, rear springs. all of that is different, like completely different on the 23. But the front of it, like where the transfer case mounts, where the transmission mounts, and all that stuff, it looks like they just added some additional stuff to it that we could fabricate to still make it work. Like the front suspension, the front cradle, mounting the engine and trans, I don't think it's gonna be the issue. But then you have to deal with things like making the speedometer work, the radio with the SRT pages, and then you got your track mode stuff on the Trackhawk, where you got that little knob to put in like snow, sport, track, and all the different modes. So do I still want to do it? Yes, I'm still going to be bidding on the scrap title Trackhawk, and then if we get it, I'll find a 23 or a 22 Grand Cherokee that's flooded or whatever that's wrong with it, because I don't care about the electronics that are wrong, and then we'll try to do swap. So I'm gonna post a couple of pictures of renders that I've seen online and like my vision with this whole thing, and so you guys can have an idea of what I want it to look like. But as of now, that is the plan. So I do want to build one of these. It's just really different. You guys have always been seeing me doing Chargers and 300s, so this is going to be really different. I think we'll do pretty good. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this whole thing. And if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. I'll see you guys.